Okay, welcome to Rows to Columns. I'm going to take you through quickly how to make a macro, and as a side note to sort of show a little bit how Google Scripts or GScript works in the background. Spreadsheets is a pretty easy place to just start. So here's some text that I'm going to have changed, and I'm just going to copy it down. Select that one, extensions, macros, record a macro. So I'm going to use relative referencing. It's recording right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the font size. I can even change the font if I want. Lexen's great. Bold, italicize, strike through, change it to that, and then put a different background. So all those kind of things. I'm going to save it. I'm going to call this text changer and give it a number 1. Yeah, I guess I already have another one in there. So I'm going to call it number 2. I can go here, Control Shift Alt 2. And yeah, Google always puts in permissions in the way. So pick your account, allow it to do what it wants. You literally created the script, so you can allow it for security reasons. And then if we do it again, our Mac friends, remember you got to hit Command, not Control, and there we go. So that did it there. So what did this actually do? We want to go to AppScript. You can see that there's 2 here. Now, this one we don't want, so I'm just going to toss that, and here's the function. So starts off with function, gives it a name, brackets. This is where you can put information into it. We're not worried about that piece yet. Curly bracket starts it all. This says, okay, this is the spreadsheet I want you to work on, which is this one. Okay. Get whatever has been selected and change the font family to Lexen, bold, and there. What I didn't do was actual size. Now, this kind of does a strange thing because this should all be in one line, and then once the line is done, you can see the semicolon. There it is. There it is. So this is actually one line. I just sort of made it this way so we can actually see it. But I want to set the font size. So I'm just going to hit Enter and hit this dot. This dot brings up methods. So these are all the different things that you can do with this selected text. So you can rotate it if you want, whatever you want to do. I want to change the font size. Okay, bracket, and you can even see it's like, hey, this is how you use it. So I'm going to put in a number. So I'm going to go with 25. So now when I run this script, I'm going to save it. Now when I run this, oh, don't end your line. Sorry, you kind of get into a habit where you put semicolons at the end of everything. That's not the end of the line. That is. Save it. One other neat thing I've sort of seen is if you right click and go to Format Document, it actually makes everything all pretty. It indents all your functions and everything. It just makes it really nice to read, and you can see if you made any mistakes when you start doing more advanced programming. So there we go. Okay, so now my font size is 25. I can go back to here. Now, you notice that says Get Active Range List. So if I do hold this and do Control Shift Alt 2, it applies it to every one of these. Go back and change these. And there we go. So that's your toe dip into Google scripting. Hopefully that's useful. I'll be doing more as we go along, but that should get you started just to start playing with this kind of thing, especially if you're doing a lot of special formatting to things. You can just program that in as your macro, and away you go. One thing I should mention, this is trapped to this spreadsheet. So if you go to a new spreadsheet, you try to hit that key combo, it's not going to do anything. We'll worry about transferring stuff around in a later video. Anyways, folks, if you have any questions, reach out.